Welcome to Detroit Sports Jersey, Saturdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, broadcasting live from Detroit and stretching to the heart of Central Texas, here on WCHB 1200 and 99.9 FM with co-host Longhorn. Straight sports talk, no professionals here. Live call-in number 313-568-1200. And now, here's your host that never gets it right but is never wrong, Will Sims.
All right, welcome to Detroit Sports Jersey. I'm your host, Will, with the Longhorn. What's going on, Longhorn?
What's up? What's up? Game time, prime time. Detroit Sports Jersey time. What's up, Detroit?
All right, let me throw out the number, 313-568-1200. We got a lot to put in the hopper today. First of all, we're going to talk about that Detroit Lions, the controversy calls, which everybody said caused the Lions to lose the game, which I disagree. Also, we're going to talk about the Pistons winning streak. They won 7 out of the last 8. They lost against ATL last night, but you can't win them all. Also,
that's right.
Also, you got Ohio State versus Oregon. Monday night game, championship, big game. First, clear championship game of a college football season. So we're going to have an undeclared window. Ohio State, Oregon, who you got. And also, I want to know, do people do you watch reality TV shows? And if so, no, man, because I'm curious. Cause I'm going to tell you why, man. I had a friend ask me, do I know such and such on this reality show? And I'm like, no, I don't even watch that. And I want your opinion on that. Do you watch reality shows? If so, give me your take on it. If not, let me know why. But anyway, 568-1200. All right, Longhorn, big controversy here. Lions.
Oh, yeah, the Lions game, I put on my jersey, and me and a couple of guys down here in Texas. Yeah, he brings our Lions jersey, went into Dallas territory at a sports bar down here, and the ratio was 10-3. And as far as Dallas fans, we're outnumbered. But sometimes you win some, you lose some on calls. My thing is, in order to beat the refs on their calls, you got to just be outscoring the team that you're playing. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose some. So even the Dallas fans down here said it was a bum call, but I don't think that was the determining factor why they lost the game. I don't believe that.
I know it wasn't no factor on why they lost.
Is that my thing is that the defense has been keeping the Lions. The defense has kept us in the whole season, all season. One of these days, the Lions offense have to step up to the line and put ownership on themselves and say, look, we have to win it with offensive plays. So it's just not that one call,
Let's revisit that call, Longhorn. Let's revisit that call, that Pacific play.
Yeah, flashback.
Okay. People act like a touchdown was taken away from them that cost them the game. That wasn't the case. Yardage was taken away. Now, if you want to play the what-if game, if they would have got it, they might have punched it in. No, they might not have. You was down there twice on the 37 and 39-yard line and kicked 2 field goals. So if you want to play that what-if game, there's my answer to the what-if game. Also, besides, when they brought the ball back, it was 4th and 1. Why not go for it?
That's right.
You made it 10 times during the season. Why not go for it? There's no tomorrow in the playoffs.
It's win or go home, baby. Win or go home.
Also, let me tell you took a delay of game penalty, which backed you up 5 yards. Your punter kicked it 10 yards. So you only got 5 yards out of that. Go for it.
No, man, it was that one call, Will. It was the one call. If they hadn't took the pass interference, we would have won the game. You analyzing the game too much, Will.
Let me check this out. Whoa, hold on. I ain't finished. We burying that flag. We having a funeral today. We burying that flag. I'm tired of the Lions fan coming up in my face talking that call cost them the game. And,
well, you know what they say? You know what they say, though, back in the day about if? You know what they say?
What? Tell me what.
This is what they say. If was a fifth, we'll all be drunk. So don't worry. Lions fans, I feel you. I feel when your pain and your hurt. Trust me, my Lions mane got ruffled on that one call. But just like Will say, we got to be honest, look in the mirror, and it wasn't that one call. And, as a true fan would say, we'll get him next season.
Hold on, I got one more thing to say on that also. I'm throwing out the number 313-568-1200. Feel free to call in and give your opinion on the game. Get it off your chest because we're bearing that flag today. This is it today. Also, you got the ball back with 2 minutes and 37 seconds left. You got Calvin Johnson. You got Golden Tate. Let me give you a couple of quarterbacks that I'm quite sure, if you want to play the what-if game, that would have marched the Lions down there and got a score. Tom Brady, Andrew Luck, Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Joe Flacco, just to name a few. And all of them quarterbacks, by the way, are in the playoffs. And marching on.
Not in the playoffs.
So what you have to do, the Lions fans and the organization, what you have to do is take a page out of the Chicago Bears book and say you effed up with this quarterback. That's what they did with Jay Cutler. We messed up giving him all that money. Yeah, Matthew Stafford is a good backup quarterback to him. He's not leading the Lions to nothing. I'm sorry to say that. I know they don't want to hear the truth, but the truth is the truth. I'm sorry. It's your quarterback fault.
The truth will set you free, Will.
It's your quarterback fault, Longhorn. I know you don't want to hear this. I know you're a big Lions fan, but I got to tell you the truth. I'm tired of you texting me and crying.
Oh my God!
I don't have all this money to keep sending you boxes of Kleenex so you can. But the bottom line, man, your quarterback sucks.
Hey, I always said Stafford should be benched and put the second string quarterback in. Sometimes you have to. But, it's all about the bottom line of the money. The bottom line is, if you're paying all that money for the quarterback, your so-called franchise quarterback, the owner will insist that you play that quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So until the owner wakes up and his eyes are open, and until he actually sits down and watch the replays of the game and realize, like, oh, wow, this is maybe this is not working, then it's going to stay the same.
All right, speaking of open eyes, let's go to line one to Connie. Connie, are your eyes open now?
You know what? I thought I'd never say this, but Will, I agree with you.
You thought you would never say that.
I thought I would never say that, but you know what? When John, 2 weeks ago, because I missed last week, was talking about Matthew Stafford, I couldn't quite understand it. I didn't see what John saw, but I saw it last week, okay? I still love the Lions. Yes, bury the flag. We'll get them next year. Longhorn, don't worry about it, baby. We'll be back.
Yeah, Longhorn stepped away for a minute, but Connie, check this out. Let's be honest here.
Okay.
The quarterback sucks.
My God.
Can we keep that real? We done lost Connie also?
I'm back.
Okay, Longhorn. Connie, call back. Please call back. Sorry about that. We're having problems here. But we'll get it together. But Connie's right, man. Longhorn, I don't know if you heard her, but the quarterback sucks.
Oh, well, we've been saying that all season from day one. They need a new quarterback. We said they need a new quarterback and they need a new cornerback. Basically, the offensive line need to be revamped totally. That's how I look at it. Defense is on point. You know how they say that the offense win games and the defense win championships? Well, our offense hasn't won any games outright won games. The defense has just been so strong that they have kept their opponent's score low enough that the offense can, win a couple of touchdowns and a few points more, and the clock ran out of time. So I just keep it real. I'm keeping it 100 about the Lions, and that's a true fan right there.
Okay, I got the report card, the final grades of your Detroit Lions. I'm going to start with your quarterback, who y'all love so dearly. He was given a C for the season. I'm gonna break down your running backs. They was given a C minus because they barely done nothing. Joy Bell, yes, he had his moments. Reggie Bush was injured majority of the season, so it is what it is. The receivers get a B. Your tight ends get an F. And you know what?
We didn't use them. How they gonna get a grade if they didn't? They could get it incomplete because we didn't use them.
No. He was thrown to. Not quite often, but, he had a lot of drop balls. It's not his fault. You call him once again to go back to your quarterback who gets to C.
Throwing the ball behind him. not an octopus.
No, I don't know why the offensive line got a C minus. They should have got a straight F.
Okay.
Defensive line, A. Coaches a B minus. Your secondary get an A minus. Your linebackers get a B plus, and the special teams get a D. Them are your grades for your 2014-15 Detroit Lions. Which, by the way, most of y'all will look at this as a winning season. To me, would have been a winning season if you'd have won a playoff game, which you haven't done. This was your 8th consecutive playoff game you lost. And Connie, by the way, feel free to call in. We apologize for hanging up on you. That was an accident. But go ahead, Longhorn.
You know what I want to hear?
What's that?
I want to hear from all of those naysayers and all of those prove to me Caldwell, people who made all those statements at the beginning of the season. Prove to us, Caldwell, that you can coach the Detroit Lions. Prove to us. But he's the only one that they shot at. Prove to us that you can take the Lions to a winning season. When all those other first year coaches, they didn't tell them to prove them anything, and his record outbeat all those other coaches. That's where all those prove us speakers at now. Hiding someplace behind the bleachers. Don't want to come out. Don't want to make any noise now. But where you at now? That's all I'm saying. I say Caldwell should get an A+.
Well, check this out.
That's what I say.
Lions got 22 free agents this year. The main one they targeting will be Sue. Do you think he's coming, staying? I mean, what I say, coming?
Coming. He's already here.
Yeah, is he staying or is he gone?
Detroit Lions.
You know what's going to happen? I think they're going to put the franchise tag on him
and keep him here. I think Sue is going to add. When they played Dallas, Sue represented. Sue represented. He showed his real defense prowess in that game. And like I said, most teams back in the day, it was the linebackers that people were afraid to play against. The linebackers. Now you got a down lineman, a defensive tackle that people are playing double up 2 men against. And the last game when they played against Dallas, I'm not saying Dallas' offensive line is all that, but Sue was representing his position.
All right, so Longhorn. Let's go to line one to Lawrence Turner in Southfield. Lawrence, how you doing? Welcome to Detroit Sports Jersey. How can we help you?
Yeah, I've been listening to you. I feel the same way that you feel about Stafford. It reminds me back years ago when Barry Sanders and Ball and they had the 3 great receivers. They had a great defense. They had everything except a quarterback. They get to the playoffs, and he throws, 5, 6 interceptions in the first quarter. So Detroit doesn't seem to understand that when you have these type of quarterbacks, they can only win in perfect environment. We playing games at Green Bay, Chicago, New England. In those type of conditions, you have to have a versatile quarterback. Even my man from Green Bay, when he can't throw, he'll run.
Hey, Lawrence.
Unless you like in New England, where you have a defensive line that's going to block for this guy no matter what, and he's going to stand in the pocket no matter what. And they throw these little dumps like that.
Lawrence, speaking of playing them teams on the road, your quarterback has not beat a winning team yet in his career.
I agree.
Including the postseason, he's 0-18.
So my thing is this. This is what I believe. A quarterback makes everybody on offense play better. They have confidence in them. Your running back will run better. Your tight ends will catch. Your receivers will be able to do what they're supposed to do because everything is working together. When you have a quarterback who's at best inconsistent, who doesn't even have the demeanor of a leader, it throws everybody off. People get hurt. People, when it's time to catch the ball, they don't know when to catch it. The guy throws sidearm. He throws high. How many times have I seen a receiver catch a ball on the run and keep running? They have to stop and jump.
Exactly.
All these types of things makes it very difficult for any player.
This is true.
For me, then, it is, if we get a quarterback that the team believes in us, even if we keep everybody the way we are on offense, I guarantee you they'd be better players. That's all I want to say.
Okay, Lawrence, appreciate you calling in. We appreciate you calling in, Lawrence, and listening. And keep listening, brother.
I will.
All right, you take it easy now.
Bye.
All right, bye. Take it easy. What we're going to do right now, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Come back. We're going to finish up on these lines. We got them in the hopper. I see LJ is on the line. We come back. We'll get to LJ. Let's take a quick commercial break. We'll be back. And also, I want people to listen and learn. If you got a high school student that's headed to college next year, we got a scholarship fund set up for them.
Listen up, parents and all high school seniors. Detroit Sports Jersey is giving away a $300 scholarship. And all you have to do is write an essay explaining why you should win. Send your 1,000-word essay to info@DetroitSportsJersey.com. Essays will be accepted from October 1st, 2014 through April 1st, 2015. Apply for the Detroit Sports Jersey Scholarship today. Winners will be announced Saturday, April 18th, 2015. Good luck, high school seniors.
Go to www.snookercoaching.tk. We are sponsored by Video Snooker Coaching. Go to www.snookercoaching.tk. That's SNOOKER coaching.tk. Detroit Sports Jersey is sponsored by www.melogia.com. That's MELOGIA.com. Sorrento's new age song, Close Your Eyes, is here. Go to www.melogia.com. That's MELOGIA.com.
All right, welcome back to Detroit Sports Jersey. I'm your host, Will, with the Longhorn. By the way, let me wish my daughter, Amanda K. Thomas, up in Minnesota, a happy birthday. Her birthday is tomorrow. With that said, I'm not giving her all my show time. Let's go to line 2 to LJ. LJ, what can we do for you?
Happy birthday, Amanda.
How you guys doing, man?
All right, LJ, what's going on with you?
Thanks for taking my call, man. I want to talk about the business of sports real quick in regards to Sue and one Matthew Stafford.
There you go.
In my mind, man, and I love Sue, but I don't see how, from a business standpoint, they can justify even franchising him with that salary cap being only about, $130 million. And then you got 3 players that's taking up close to $40 million of that, maybe more than that. I think it's more than that. But the bottom line is Stafford need to give some of that money back because he is not a $15 million quarterback. What do y'all think?
There, right?
They're not giving no hometown discount, but you're right, LJ. He should give majority of it back.
Hey, LJ, tell him we want a refund.
Yeah, because how you going to have Sue? I mean, Sue is getting paid quite a bit, and he deserves it. But how you going to have just 3 players? You won't have, in the NFL, with $20 million, you could at least get 4 players. 4 top quality players.
And if they sign Sue or put the franchise tag on, you can say goodbye to Nick Fairley.
Yeah, and they need Nick Fairley, man. I mean, it ain't like we stacked with players and whatnot, man. Plus, they only paying Rasheem Mathis $700,000.
Wow,
that brother worth way more than that.
Yeah, I mean, you got a lot of – you're right about one thing, LJ. You can get 3 or 4 players for the type of money that both of these players are actually getting. I mean, if they were serious about winning, like I'll give you a perfect example. You know who restructured their contract to free up $24 million so they can add some more players next year?
Sounded like Tom Brady to
Bingo.
me.
Bingo.
There you go.
Bingo, LJ. You hit the nail right on the head. Ding, ding, ding.
Mm-hmm. And my man ain't nowhere near Tom Brady.
Nowhere near him. he ain't even in the same block, let alone the neighborhood.
Come on, man. Yeah, come on.
So you're right about that, LJ. Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do, but they got to figure that out, man. If they just go with the low-hanging fruit, we can kiss another playoff series goodbye because next year's schedule, man, they play the AFC West and the NFC West. I'm going to let y'all go ahead and do what you do. Peace.
All right, thanks for calling, LJ. Take it easy now. All right, Longhorn, let me close out one more thing on this flag situation, right? And people want to say that cost them the game, and after that, I'm through with it. We can move on to the Pistons.
Yeah.
You still there?
Oh, I'm still
All
here.
right, check
I'm
it
still
out.
here. I'm ready to throw. I already
People-
done buried the flag, but I'm
Okay, one second. This is my last point on the flag that people overlook too.
Mm.
You was up 14-0. You keep your foot on the throat. You only scored 6 points the rest of the game. And like LJ say, you got this $100 million quarterback, and that's all you can come up with is 2 field goals. Oh, they came out the gate hot. Oh, they came out hot. 6 points the rest of the game. I'm sorry. I can't. Like I said, once again, I can't put it on the flag. And with that said, Longhorn, let's move on to the Pistons, your Detroit Pistons, who done won 7.
The Detroit Pistons. That's right. Let's get it. Let's give a round of applause for the Detroit Pistons.
They won 7 out of the last 8. Huh?
Hey, 7 out of the last 8.
Since getting rid of Josh Smith.
Some people say it's Josh Smith, but I say it's their defense. Because earlier during the year, when they weren't so hot, they were on a good losing streak, and we talked about it. It's their defense. They were lacking defense because they're a young team. Their average age is like 24. So they're a young running gunning team. But the last game that they lost before they went on that winning streak, Van Gundy, he just played, when they practiced, they just did nothing but defense for straight 3 days. That's all they did, no offensive plays. And once they came out of that defensive practice mode, and that's when they went in that winning streak. They beat the Cavaliers with LeBron. They beat San Antonio.
Here you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me break it down for you, Longhorn.
Break it down like a shotgun.
It started
brother.
December the 26th with Indiana.
Right after Christmas.
And let me tell you something, and it's funny you brought up that San Antonio game. They beat San Antonio and Dallas back-to-back. That has not happened since 1996. And by the way, they are scoring over 100 points in all of these past 8 games, except for one game, and that's when they beat New York 97-81. But other than that, like I try to tell people, see, like Tim called in here, and I hope Tim is still listening. He's talking about why we ain't talking about the Pistons. Tim.
Oh, you talking about Tim from back in the day?
Tim, they was 5-23. There was really nothing much to talk about. And the only reason I didn't, because if you go back and check Van Gundy's record when he was with the Heat and Orlando, he's known for turning around bad teams in February. For some reason, that's when they hit their stride. That's the only reason I wasn't hard on the Pistons. Now, it was hard for me to sit up there and watch that garbage. I'm not going to lie. It was garbage. But see, once you got rid of the weak link, y'all can say it wasn't Josh Smith. I'm saying it was. When you shooting 3-pointers from the locker room, I'm sorry. And you shooting 100 3-pointers and only making 4 or 5. It is your fault.
Hey, Will.
Now they banging the ball down low. Drummond and Moreau, they getting theirs.
Hey, but you know what? I must disagree. It wasn't not 3-pointers from the locker room. I'm going to have to disagree with that.
Go ahead.
It was 3-pointers from his living room before he even got in his car to come to the game, brother.
All right, check this out. I got my announcer. She needs to read something real fast. Hold on, but you say he shot him from his house?
From his house before he got in the car to come to the game. He was shooting.
All right. I got my announcer. She needs to read something real fast. Hold tight. We'll be back.
Detroit Sports Jersey is sponsored by Fiverr.com/ENO Productions. For professional photo montages at a fraction of the price, check out Fiverr.com/ENO Productions. That's Fiverr.com/ENO Productions. This is where Detroit Sports Jersey goes for video work week after week. ENO Productions is capable of taking on all different kinds of projects, from commercials to weddings and so much more. That's Fiverr.com/ENO Productions.
All right, welcome back. Longhorn.
Yes.
Check it out. Big game Monday night. We're going to get into that a little bit. Ohio State, Oregon. Who you got?
Oh, let me tell you who I got. And it's real simple. You can call in at 313-568-1200. And if you can't pick us up on WCHB 1200 AM, you can pick us up on 99.9 FM when we come on the air. But here's what I got, Will.
Go ahead.
If it looks like a duck, walks like a duck, quack like a duck, flies like a duck, It's called the Championship of College Football Playoffs, and I got the Oregon Ducks. Quack, quack, shucky, ducky.
Longhorn, one of your best receivers, your duckies, just been suspended for smoking weed. So I'm going to ask you again, who do you have?
If it look like a duck, walk like a duck, fly like a duck, shucky, ducky, quack, quack, so say the shepherd, so say the flock. Look, here you go. This is not the you can't place one player as to say that's it for the Ducks, man. One player, and you gonna say we're not gonna win a championship?
I'm going with Ohio State. Urban Meyer ain't no joke, man. He won 2 in Florida. I mean, he's starting the third string quarterback. Come on. Like I said last week, most of you guys don't even know who your third string quarterback is. And he's starting one in the national championship game. Not because he want to, because due to injury. Give me your final thoughts before we get up out of here, Longhorn.
Okay, my final thoughts, Detroiters, if you overdue on your water bill, $300 to $2,000, hey, call this number at 313-267-8000. 313-267-8000. The Detroit Water Department is going to help people low income on your water bill. All right? Call that number, 313-267-8000. Detroit Water Department. If you got a water bill that's overdue, $300 to $2,000.
All right. Thank you, Longhorn, for that. We appreciate you guys listening and tuning in to Detroit Sports Jersey. We're here every Saturday, 3 p.m. on WCHB 1200 and 99.9 FM. Every Saturday, 3 p.m. We'll see you then when we see you.
Thank you, listeners from Detroit to Central Texas, for joining us here live on Detroit Sports Jersey with your host, Will Sims, and co-host Longhorn, every Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern, right here on WCHB 1200 AM and 99.9 FM. Visit us at DetroitSportsJersey.com. Straight sports talk. No professionals here. Have a great weekend.